Fresh water is one of the Earth's most precious resources, and many see the potential for increasing conflict over water as supplies dwindle. But a Sister Cities project in the lower Jordan Valley is modeling another possibility through cross-border cooperation and environmental peace building. That's the focus of this edition of Rewind.
Most recently, probably about a couple of weeks ago, we had Alice Hill, who's President Obama's senior advisor on preparedness and resilience here at the center. And she was conveying to us how important it is to look at the effects of climate change now and what it means for natural resource management and security. One of the things that we are particularly pleased with at the program is that we look at these connections not just in terms of threats and so the multiplier effects of these dynamics, but we also look for opportunities for collaboration around natural resources such as key issues as water.
I'd also like to thank the rest of the Wilson Center Environmental Change and Security Programs team. We have really enjoyed an excellent partnership with that team and have really been able to sustain with them technical leadership on the nexus between environment, conflict, and peace building. The Good Water Neighbors Project has brought together Palestinian, Israeli, and Jordanian youth, adults, and municipal representatives from 28 communities to cooperate over transboundary water resources and jointly advance sustainable development in the region.
When we talk about water, we talk about self-interest, because anywhere in the world, and certainly in the Middle East, no one survives without water. So working together on water speaks to the self-interest of each side. It's effective when we advance mutual interest and there's mutual gain. With the youth, we work through education. So we create youth water trustees, young people coming to learn about their water reality and their neighbor's water reality. And they see large differences. When you turn on the tap in any community in Israel, water will always flow. That's not the case in Palestine. And it's not always the case in Jordan either. And there's reasons for it. So it's important for youth to understand those reasons. The fact that one community doesn't have water when they open the tap, that's a concern also, that should be a concern for the neighboring community. Because a thirsty neighbor will never be a good neighbor. So the Jordan River sadly has become famous for being a sewage canal. Is slowly turning around. The sewage is coming out of the Jordan River on the Israeli side, on the Jordanian side, and on the Palestinian side. A year ago, no fresh water was flowing. And that change is very much due to a change in mindset, a change in understanding that allowing that river to continue to flow is not empowering my enemy, it's empowering my neighbor.
But when you look at mature sister city programs, they're doing exchanges in youth, education with universities, municipal exchanges in areas like water, transportation, sanitation, city management. We see humanitarian and small development exchanges going on, as well as business and economic development. It's a cliche, but we hear this so often about sister city exchanges being life-changing experiences. And obviously in exchanges like this, we do want to get people working on water issues involved and experts involved. But we also want to see it expand into areas like youth. So we want the Jordanian and Palestinian and Israeli youth to participate in these types of exchanges. So in 20, 25 years, there are those people sitting across from you at the desk when you're talking about policy and when you're talking about some of these upper level issues.
I think we heard about a number of issues from these presentations from the mayors and their representatives. Questions around sewage, irrigation, community engagement, from willow trees to climate change, from political will to looking at a fair share of transboundary water and what it means for a fair share of ecology. So some interesting concepts and how do you operationalize this. Thinking about the absence of a peace agreement, but at the same time, it's not all about signing papers. How do you make a real difference to communities on the ground? And what are the concrete means for cooperation? So I think these are some of the key themes that we heard coming from your interventions.
For more information, visit wilsoncenter.org. Click the Programs tab to find additional resources from the Center's Middle East Program, Urban Sustainability Laboratory, and the Global Sustainability and Resilience Program.